So the next doubt is question number 27. In the arithmetic progression 258 up to 50 terms, and actually it is 3579. Make correction 3579 up to 60 terms. Find how many terms are identical. When we will change this to 3579, only then it is an AP. So first AP is 2, 5, 8, and so on up to 50 terms. This it can have only 50 terms. And AP2 is 3, 5, 7, and so on up to 60 terms. Okay. Now, if we assume that this series has 50 terms, this series has 60 terms. So, what are the identical terms? Can you find the identical terms? Find the identical terms. First identical term is 5. Can you tell the next? To tell the next, you have to write some more terms. 2, 5, 8, 11. Next term is must be, look at this, the common difference is 3. 2 plus 3, 5, 5 plus 3, 8. So the next is 8 plus 3, 11. Then 11 plus 3, 14. 14 plus 3, 17, and so on. Up to 50 terms. And in this 3, 5, 7, means first we have to estimate some of the common terms. Then only we can solve it further. So what are the common terms? The first one is 5. Second is, this term is the second identical term, 11. Third is 17. So how many terms will be identical? We have to find. Like in AP1, it is given that it has 50 terms. In AP2, it is given that it has 60 terms. Now identical terms, check the identical terms, 5, 11, 17. If you find the difference, is it common or not?
Yes, sir.
11 minus 5 equals to 6, 17 minus 11 equals to 6. Means the series formed by identical term. The progression formed by identical term is also an AP. Is that clear to you? Is also an AP. So if n terms are identical, so what will be the identical, the nth identical term is obtained by A equals to 5 and D equals to 6. So if n terms are identical, so how will you find the nth identical term? An equals to A plus n minus 1 into D. So value of A means first term is 5 plus n minus 1 into D is 6. So it is 5 plus 6n minus 6. Equals to 6n minus 1. So this is the nth term. Net term is 6n minus 1. So, and if n identical term, this is the last identical term. And it cannot exceed the 50th term of first AP and the 60th term of second AP. Is that clear to you? As first AP has only 50 terms. So for first AP, first we will find the 50th term. In this A is 2, D is 5 minus 2 equals to 3. So 50th term is A plus 50 minus 1 into D. That is 2 plus 49 into 3. 147.
Excuse me, sir.
It is 149. Is that clear to you?
Sir, in AP1, A equals to 3.
Huh?
Sir, in AP1, A equals to...
Similarly for AP2 also, A is, what is the value of first term A? It is 3. And what is the common difference? So it is A2 minus A1, that is 5 minus 3 equals to 2. So find the 60th term, which is the last term of AP2. So A plus n minus 1 into D. Now value of A is 3 plus 60 minus 1, 59 into D is 2. So 3 plus 118, that is 121. Now we already have discussed that this nth term of the series obtained by identical term is 6n minus 1. This 6n minus 1 cannot exceed the 50th term of AP1 or the 60th term of AP2. If we compare them, if it cannot exceed 149 and if cannot exceed 121, means what is the conclusion? That it cannot exceed 121. This is the conclusion. Why? The last term of AP2 is 121. This we have calculated. If this cannot exceed 121, means identical term also cannot exceed 121. After this 121, the first AP whose common difference is larger than it is 3. That's why the last term of it is 149. So there are several terms between 121 and 149 which can be identical, but they doesn't exist in AP2. So that's why they are not identical in that. This number of term is also very important in finding the identical terms. So it means that the nth term of series obtained by identical term cannot exceed, means is less than or equal to the 60th term, which is lesser of the two last terms of the two APs, 60th term of AP2. So 6n minus 1 must be less than equal to 121. That is 6n is less than equal to 121 plus 1, 122. So n is less than equal to 122 by 6. That is n is less than equal to 61 by 3, 20 whole 1 by 3. Means n equals to 20. It means that there may be 20 identical terms between these two APs. Between AP1 and AP2. So what is the procedure? Let's revise it. First we write the first AP, which is given as 258 up to 50 terms. Second AP 3579 up to 60 terms. Then we find the identical terms. So the given terms, first three terms and first three terms of both APs are given. It is producing only one identical term, 5. So how to find the next identical term? Write the next identical terms. Write 2 or 3 more terms after the third term of AP1. By knowing that it has common difference 5 minus 2, 3. So 5 plus 3, 8, 8 plus 3, 11, 11 plus 3, 14, 14 plus 3, 17. Write some more terms of AP2 also by knowing that its common difference is also 2. So 3 plus 3, 5 plus 2, 7 plus 2, 9 plus 2, 11 plus 2, 13 plus 2, 15 plus 2, 17. And it exists till 60 terms. Now observe that 5 is the first identical term, 11 is the second identical term, and the next is 17. Similarly, there will be more terms also. Now, if we find the difference between first two terms, it is 6. Difference between the next two terms, it is also 6. So it means that difference is common. So whenever there is common difference, series formed by identical term is also an AP. So if we assume that there are n common terms in between them, it means the nth common term will be 6n minus 1, which will be the last common term. And it always will be less than 50th term of first AP and 60th term of AP2, as we are selecting the identical term from these APs only, so they cannot exceed the last term of AP1 or AP2. So when we find the last term of AP1, we got 149. It means 6n minus 1 must be less than 149. When we find this last term of AP2, we are getting 121, means this 6n minus 1 must be less than 121 also. It means that nth term of series obtained by identical term, that is this 6n minus 1, is less than or equal to the last term of AP2, which is 121. So finally, we are getting the inequality n is less than equal to 20 whole 1 by 3 and n cannot be a fractional number. So the first natural number less than 20 whole 1 by 3 is 20. So there will be 20 identical term in this AP. Hope you all must have understood this. Otherwise,